It was Mark Poulton that packaged him. Mark is fired. Tell Mark I'm mad.
Yeah, this is primetime Poulton. Keep it entertaining. You already know when outworking everybody and he don't ever quit. Talking about plenty comics like Graveyard Shift, Sea Dogs, Biting Wolf, U.S. Assassin, doing just what he loves. This is his passion. Bring more value to your dollar. No, I'm not fronting. That's how Just a Writer became a moral compass. This is primetime Poulton. This is primetime Poulton. Let's go.
The King of Kings. On your knees, dog. All hail. Bow down to the King. Bow down to the King. In dread as he walked from the place where the traitor lost both his name and his face. Through the halls and the corridors, stinking in blood, he tasted his grin, and it tasted good. The king took his head, left him broken and dead. Bow down to the king. Bow down to the king. Bow down to the king. Left none living, unable to tell. The king took their heads and he sent them to hell. Their screams echo loud in the place of their death. Ripped open they die with their final breath. They hail the King of Kings. Bow down to the king. Bow down to the king. Bow down to the king. Into the dirt. His will be done. Now feel your fear. There can be only one. Bow down. Bow down. Bow down. Bow down. Bow down to the. Bow down. Bow down to the king. Bow down. Bow down. Bow down. Bow down. The king is here. Now feel your fear. The King of Kings. All hail the king. On your knees to the king. The King of Kings. There is only one.
Hey, Graveyard Shift 2 was really, really good. It's one of my favorite Comicsgate books that I've ever read. I really, really enjoyed it. I keep saying that. I didn't realize how much I like Mark Poulton's writing. but I do. He writes a pretty good action superhero yarn. I'm tempted to check out his other project, which looks Sea Dog. It looks pretty cool as well. Codename Kill Switch.
Just another boring day where nothing changes. Everything was normal till you came running up my street, and you ran so fast. I was taken by the flash. You came and brought me here. You locked me here. You locked me in your basement. And you told me you loved me. And I said I loved you too. And it happened all so fast. I was taken by the flash. 'Cause Flash, I know you know that you're the fastest man I know. Whenever you're away from me, my whole world moves so slow. The only thing I have now are the memories that pass. If I'd have known this day would be our last. Taken by the flash. My mother and my father, they both warned me when they said you were unstable. But your jawline and your brown eyes, they were more than I could take. And it happened all so fast. I was taken by the flash. 'Now we both gone missing and we're kissing till the police come to find us. Is it wrong that I like it and I don't wanna go back home? And it happened all so fast. I was taken by the flash. 'Cause Flash, I know you know that you're the fastest man I know. Whenever you're away from me, my whole world moves so slow. The only thing I have now are the memories that pass. If I'd have known this day would be all now. Taken by the flash. Ezra, no, don't take me home. Just keep me here, just keep me wanting. Ezra, no, don't take me home. Just keep me here, just keep me wanting. Ezra, no, don't take me home. Just keep me here, just keep me wanting. Ezra, no, don't take me home. Just keep me here, just keep me wanting. Ezra, no, don't take me home. Just keep me here, just keep me wanting. Ezra, no, don't take me home. Just keep me here,
What's up, everyone? Happy Sunday. It's the Moral Compass, the Fulfillment King, good old TMC, Mark Poulton. And this is Writhe Payne Horror Movie Club, episode 56. Today we're talking Hatchet 3. I got my co-host with me, straight from the pool. It's Dexter Weeks. What's up, Dex?
What's going on, everyone?
I could see during that 10-minute intro, you rather be back at the pool than...
Yeah, it's a beautiful day, man. It's a beautiful day.
And joining us, we got Enrico Botta in the house. What's up, Enrico?
Bada bing.
Hey guys, what's up, man?
Good to see you guys. What have you two been up to this past weekend? I'm getting ready for San Diego Comic-Con. I fly out this Wednesday. I'm really excited. I've been there 8 times, I think. Had to work all 8 times. First time I actually get to walk around. I've been preparing for it. I went through their programming list. Never realized there were so many panels because I never saw one. I never got to sit in on one.
You never heard of All H, Mark, at all?
I've never been in there.
Wow.
Yeah. So I've been going through that. You have to register for like some of the booths to go in there, like Hasbro or
Right.
Jazzware, Funko. So I registered for the exclusives to do that because I gotta leave San Diego Comic-Con with my exclusive Cobra Commander figure.
Oh, that'll be sweet.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. There's also like you can sign up for Todd McFarlane signings, Jim Lee signings.
Wow.
So fingers crossed.
Yeah. San Diego's awesome, man. It's one of the best cons you can go to if you can make it out there.
Yeah, I'm really excited for it. So, what have you guys been working on yourselves?
Well, for myself, we're finishing up finally that campaign for the Beast of Blood. Good old TMC's helping us out, and hopefully we'll be getting that launched very soon. So
Yep. Steve cracking the whip on me sends me like a list of edits almost daily to make on the campaign page. So I'm working on it.
nice.
Hopefully, I want to have it done. I'd like to have it done tonight, but hopefully before I leave, it's definitely done, and then you guys can just promote the sign up page. We'll promote it in a couple minutes, but yeah, the campaign page is looking good. The paintings Steve's offering on it are incredible. So if you're an art collector, be on the lookout for that. Enrico, what's new with you?
I just got back from vacation. We were in Virginia. We went to King's Dominion, and
Oh, I love that place.
it was cool. And we hung out at some different places there. We went to the Science Museum, and it was really cool, man. I did a little bit of artwork while I was there on the old iPad, just inking some things for the next con, which is Eddie P Con for me.
Yeah.
And that's it, man. That's all I've been doing. I got to get back in the groove of like real life.
Awesome. We're going to shill a few campaigns before we talk Hatchet 3. But first, let's say hello to the chat. Of course, Old Reliable. First in the chat. We got Ice Pick, Mark Pengrin. He says,
Thing.
did TMC love it or hate it? Tune in to find out. Yeah, we'll talk all about Hatchet 3. We got Dex in the chat as well saying Sid Haig, one of the cameos in Hatchet 3. That's what I love about it. They fill it up with like horror icons.
Oh, without a doubt, man.
Yeah, that's like the cool thing that they do.
What else we got? We got SF Gaming in the house. He says, "Hail, Mark Poulton. Thank you."
Gaming.
What's up, man?
We got a Moral Fat 40 ounce. Says, "Hail." Penguin says, "Enrico got that fresh new cut."
That summer cut.
Right.
Looking good. Looking good.
It's for the ladies, man. It's for the ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're caught up with the chat. We got to show a couple books before we get into movie talk, though. Currently on Indiegogo, we got U.S. Assassin 4, Dogs of War, guest starring the legendary Rowdy Roddy Piper, my childhood hero. Drop the link in the chat. We got 2 new covers by the great John Stinsman. I'll show them off in a second. Let me just drop that link.
Jan
Oh.
Stefanius.
We got Missy Duran in the chat. She says, "Hey chat, I didn't watch Hatchet 3 yet. Should I turn the sound off when you get to that part?" No, listen. You know, Hatchet 3.
It's like Hatchet 1 and Hatchet 2, except for its third one in the
Yeah,
exactly.
but I'll watch it again with you later. But you should stay in the chat and hang out with us. Here we go. We got 2 new covers from John Stinsman. We got U.S. Assassin. We'll have more U.S. Assassin talk later. And then, of course, Roddy Piper in all his glory with his minigun, his kilt, looking amazing. I love this cover. I'm excited tomorrow. I already sent the War Stories book, this one right here, off to the printer, and it returns tomorrow. I can't wait to flip through it. 180-page collected edition of volumes 1 through 3, manga size. I'm really excited about this one. I'm going to try to get this one into bookstores after the campaign's over. I just love it so much. I love the whole idea of it, like a 180-page collection, full color, all drawn by Mike. Guys, this is, if you're new to U.S. Assassin, pick up War Stories, 180 pages for $25. Grab volume 4. You got the whole series right there. That's U.S. Assassin 4, Dogs of War. Also, we were originally saying launching in August. No, we're launching in September now. We got Writhe Payne Book 2. Chris is hard at work drawing every page traditionally this time instead of digitally. He feels like he does his best work traditionally. So, lots of original artwork. Speaking of the guy, he's here hiding in the back room. There he is. How long have you been here, Chris?
Just listen you go on about it, U.S. Assassins, and rightfully so, because that book looks amazing. But
yeah.
Sitting here.
How many pages in you into Writhe Payne? 3?
3. We are. I hit up Shane. I said, "Hey, man, you mind if I take a break off the supplemental?" And he said, "Absolutely not, man. Do what you got to do." So took a little break off of that and hitting the traditional page hard. So,
nice.
Looking
nice.
cool, man.
That's awesome.
I have the first page done. I want to show it, but I kind of want to wait till I have that double page spread. It's Mark has this cool thing going on, so I want to kind of show it in all
Now
together.
for the art collectors out there, you're gonna have all these traditional pages for sale at some point.
Yeah, at some point, we'll probably throw a couple on the campaign, and then maybe down
Nice.
the road. Depends.
Now,
if I fall in love with some of the pages,
you gotta hold on to them. Yeah.
yeah.
So sign up for a secret tier. There'll probably be like our Payne pack, like we had last time. This time it'll come with an exclusive card. I believe we did that last time. We had that awesome Tony Daniel foil card, and I know a lot of people missed out on that. People got the trading card set, and they were like, "Hey, was there another card that I missed?" And I said, "Oh, that was only available to the people that got the Payne pack." We have leftovers of that Tony Daniel's card. I might throw it in as an add-on. I mean, I'm sorry, Kevin Conrad. My bad.
I was like, God damn. I like some Tony Daniel.
You know what? They work together on X-Force together. I have them like tied as a team so much.
Okay.
Kevin Conrad, yeah. But we got that foil card. I got some leftovers of it, so maybe we'll throw them up as add-ons on the campaign.
Something else, was thinking about was maybe like guest inkers, kind of how we had Chance. Because it's funny you brought up Kevin. He reached out and he was like, he would like to do some interior stuff and
that'd be amazing.
Just getting these guys back on because just respect their stuff so much and their influence.
I would love to see that collaboration. That would be awesome. Now we also I threw out the idea. People love the engraved signature.
Yeah, it was great, man.
How about the remarked signature? We make that a little add-on. We'll spice up your book when we sign it.
Make it all sexy looking.
I won't give you just that classic Poulton P. Maybe I'll add a little crown to it, some blood splatter. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, the little Poulton P's for Missy.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Speaking of traditional and original artwork sales, did you guys see that recent McFarlane page that went up for auction. It was one of Wanda. It was like I think it was from one of the Amazing Spider. It was from an Amazing Spider-Man. It was like in the 300s, and it was a nice sequential page with a really big panel of like Mary Jane. You know,
I feel like I did see something about it.
It just went up for auction, and I forget which issue of Amazing it was, but it was 300 and something, like 311.
Nah, I missed it.
What was it going for? Did it get
up? Yeah, it went for 20. Like we'll call it like $24,000. It went for.
Wow.
Yeah.
He didn't his cover have like it's like the highest auction piece or something like that?
I think wasn't it one of them like the Hulk, the Spider-Man and Hulk one? Wasn't that like a really high price?
Yeah, I think that's the one I'm talking about. Yep.
Yeah.
I saw an interview with Todd, and he says like he's starting to make some Marvel stuff now at McFarlane Toys.
Yeah.
And he's basing it on like his favorite artist. So of course he's starting with himself doing some McFarlane Spider-Man stuff. But yeah. I think he's going to do some Liefeld Deadpool or Cable stuff because I believe he mentioned him in the.
They're like statues at this point, though, right? They're not like.
Yeah. They're more statues. They're statues. Yeah.
So this is the thing that came out like a little while ago, right? He was talking about doing it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I feel about it. It almost looks like they're trying to replicate the detail he puts in his artwork, like on the statue. And I've seen it work with some anime stuff. It works pretty well, but on this, it kind of looks like
it's hard. I think it's hard to reproduce it too, man.
Yeah. And I don't know why. Like, I like the cover that he did. I forget what fucking number it was. The one where he's kind of jumping. They made a black suit and a red suit one as well.
Yeah, 301, I think.
301. And I don't know why he don't go with the Spider-Man #1 when he got his own story.
Yeah.
That's so iconic compared to the one he did.
That's got to be coming somewhere down the road.
I mean, I'm buying that motherfucker.
Yeah, I would get that. I would get that one too. I mean, that's iconic.
Mm-hmm.
Mark Penguin says, it's okay, Missy. Amanda B didn't watch the movie either. Amanda, I don't even think is here to defend herself. Mark also asked, did I read Edenwood yet? So that's Tony Daniels' book at Image Comics, Edenwood.
Okay.
I read the first couple issues. I still have a few more to read, but I liked what I read. It was good.
It looks cool.
Yeah. We got Corey Barton in the chat. He says, Writhe Payne is the greatest.
Yes, sir.
Just forget all those other links. Come on, Corey. I'm trying to sell some other books here too, but
dude, Corey's an amazing artist in his own right. I would love to see his fucking interpretation of Writhe Payne.
Yeah,
he's got some skills, man.
Mark Penguin has a hot take. McFarlane doesn't draw a good Mary Jane. Not attractive in the least.
Say, huh?
I'm not sure about that.
Come on, Jay Scott's ain't too bad. So,
well, Jay Scott, that's what he draws.
I think
sexy
McFarlane's drawn some pretty good Mary Jane.
Well, he was the one that kind of brought her, like he took her away from that like straight hair look, you know what I mean? Like, teased it out for the 80s and all that sexy shit. I don't know, man. I disagree with Mark on that.
Corey says the old Spawn action figures were way cooler.
Yeah, they were great.
I have series 1 of the Spawn figure still mint in box.
Nice.
I don't have them in my box. It's funny you brought it up. My brother, he was at like a yard sale or something, and the guy had like all these first series Spawn stuff, and he brought me in a bag. Like the boxes are fucked up, but I plan on opening them anyway and just kind of setting them up in the back eventually. But yeah, man, score.
Next up, we got our guy Dexter Weeks has a campaign. We mentioned it earlier. Beast of Blood Island.
Yes, sir.
I'm putting in the work. They're getting their money's work here, Chris. I'm doing the page.
My
for
man.
them.
All right.
Fulfillment king, man. You're the fulfillment king.
It's cracking the whip on me. Like
not me.
How's it coming along? All right.
Well, yeah. The book is done, so we're ready.
Oh shit.
So yeah.
Looking great. All the paintings that Steve has up for sale in the campaign are amazing. If you're into stuff like Bride of the Reanimator, like this is right up your alley. It's like almost every page had to be altered in some scene, either because of gore or a little too sexy.
an adult themed book for sure.
Yes, yeah, for mature audiences only.
Exactly.
Not for the kiddies. I love this crop here, Mark.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. The fucking eyes. He's just like,
I'm working with Indiegogo's dimensions. It just happened to work out perfectly with that crop.
Yeah.
Corey says, I know already Writhe Payne 2 will have many awesome hot babes. He's right about that.
oh, yeah.
Corey says, what the F? Censored the babes and gore? You have to, or else, man. Can't
Not in the book, Corey,
Right,
just for the
yeah,
campaign.
not in the book, on the campaign page. In the book, it's blood and boobs.
Yeah.
But
When's that launch?
I believe they're going to launch sometime in August.
Couple weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
Great.
Man, I wish the Blood Island, the Beast of Blood movies were on Tubi, so we could do a watch and launch party on the horror club.
Yeah,
You wanna
our
make
producer, Dave,
Is there a way
he's
we can make an exception for the launch? Just like, go off of Tubi for
If we can find somewhere to watch it, I'll make an executive ruling.
Yeah, I'll talk to Dave, Mark, 'cause I know he's trying to get it out there, like on
Okay.
certain sites and stuff. So,
All right, guys. So go sign up for Beast of Blood Island. One last campaign I want to highlight. Of course, there's American Ninja X by Riot Press. We have the not only the American Ninja comic book and figure, but we got the U.S. Assassin figure. I don't even know if I have permission to show this off yet, but the designer, he sent me like really nice pictures of the model, and I'm going to just share one of the pictures because he looks amazing. U.S. Assassin looks incredible. Guys, you're going to want to sign up for this, especially if you're a U.S. Assassin fan. Man, it blew me away. Like I was working on my own figures for like the last year, and I feel like this sculpt outdoes the ones that I had, because it's classic U.S. Assassin with the star logo. I tried to come up with an outfit that we could use on multiple figures, which Dex designed it. He killed it. Like, it looked amazing, but it's not the classic star logo that everyone knows from U.S. Assassin. But we even talked about making that vest that Dex designed to put like all the the shells and stuff on it.
right.
But I'm going to share this right now. Here we go. Better blow it up. Right into his crotch.
right to great crop, Mark.
Yeah. But here we go, man. He looks amazing.
Yeah.
They definitely nailed it.
That's
Yeah,
so cool.
the mask looks amazing. The hood.
So we talked at the gym today a little bit about this,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
what other mask is he going to have?
So there's the American Ninja figure and there's the U.S. Assassin figure. We're talking, if you buy both figures, there might come with an extra head. I don't want to spoil it yet, but yeah. Corey says, oops, sorry. He says, looks aight. Corey then says, Writhe Payne statue is going to be way cooler. You got inside information, Corey? You listening to our gym workouts?
Good conversation with him. He's got us bugged.
Yeah.
You guys are plugged. Yeah.
Oh shit! Now this looks great, man.
Thank
Now-
you. Yeah.
So did you create this design, or like was it a joint effort, you and Mike, or?
So this design, Patrick has a guy who works for him, Luke, who works for Marvel, designing like the MCU looks of the characters, and he came up with this. So
Oh, I meant just the overall character.
Oh, the overall character? Yeah. So Mike came up with the original design for U.S. Assassin with the star look. Yeah, and I think it's like one of the best.
That's cool,
I know I'm biased, but I think it's like one of the best designed characters. He looks awesome, not just like on the page, but like now in action figure form.
Yeah.
No, I dig the
Nice
fact that
figures. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Well,
No,
what size
you're cool, man.
figures are they making, Mark?
What's that?
What size figures do you know?
6-inch.
6-inch figures?
Yep. So they'll
For anybody asking.
yeah.
Nothing wrong with 6 inches.
So yeah, and Enrico, with those designs that Dex did, we're going to try to make some 4-inch U.S. Assassins.
Oh, nice.
So
Nice.
you know, a different size for everyone, whatever your preference is. But what I like here, I love the belt that they did for him. It looks great, and it's we did try to like use some of the same parts, but U.S. Assassin has a whole new like basically upper body, head mask, chest, belt. So looks incredible.
Very cool.
I love all the creases in the pants.
Yeah, details are amazing in this.
Yeah. So it looks incredible, and he's got the ninja boot shoes. So awesome.
But they're called tabby boots, I think they're called, right?
Yeah. So I'm really excited for this. I think it's going to be great. There's a comic book that comes along with it. You can just get the comic book, I believe. But American Ninja X, spoilers, U.S. Assassin is in it. At this point, I don't think it's a spoiler for anyone. So go sign up.
American History X?
American Ninja X.
Oh,
yeah.
That's a different movie.
Oh, that's totally different, guys. Come on, disavow. Chris trying to get me in trouble here.
No, I disavow as well. I heard wrong.
But go sign up. I think we're launching sometime in August, so it's going to be a busy summer. American Ninja X, Beast of Blood Island, Writhe Payne, Book 2, keeping us busy. Enrico, we need Black Demon.
Seriously,
absolutely, it's coming.
Yeah, awesome, man. All right, let's talk about it. Hatchet 3. I think this was a vast improvement over 2.
Yeah.
Again, just picks up right after 2, which I love.
Yeah.
We have Danielle Harris fighting Victor Crowley, hatchets him in the face, then basically splits his head open with the shotgun. What I love is that one scene where she starts to get up, and in the background you see him sit up, even with his like face like split open.
Yeah.
And he comes after her again, and he holds her up, and she just starts punching inside his open head. And I don't know if she just like reaches in. I don't know if she pulled out his brain or what, but
like I don't even know. But it was gross. It's gross.
But didn't she scalp him or something, or she had his scalp?
Oh yeah, she had the top of his head. Yeah.
Right.
Corey says, "I still ain't seen any Hatchet." Come on, man.
You're 4 behind, man. 4 behind.
Corey, there's an opening scene. There's really only, I guess, Danielle Harris is the only babe in this movie. And Sean was. I watched it with Sean, and he was on his phone. I was like, Sean, you got to pay attention. The scene's coming up. After she gets arrested and she's
getting shouted.
Yeah. But so she ends up escaping the swamp. She goes into police headquarters with Victor Crowley's scalp and a shotgun. All the police are ordering to get down on her knees. They throw her in a cell, and she's like, all she's saying is, "I killed him. They're all dead." And they think she killed multiple people. The sheriff, who's played by Zach Galligan from Gremlins fame, he sends all his deputies out, including my friend Jason Trost, who I made the All Superheroes Must Die comic book with. He's the writer, director, star of All Superheroes Must Die, which awesome low budget superhero movie, guys. If you've never seen it, he's the deputy with the eye patch. So him and the other police there show up at the swamp, and it's just like, as soon as they get there, they find like 4 bodies. They don't know how many more to expect, but they realize they're in for a long night. So the sheriff decides he's going to head out there too. They also have like all the coroners out there too, trying to identify the bodies. They're bringing like the head coroner, like all these bodies in bags. They found Victor's body, and they're like, we think this is the most important body, because the people know that they know the legend, they know where they're at. Some of them are spooked, some of them don't think it's real. So it's kind of interesting. Like the star of the movie, she's in jail while all these new characters are exploring the place. So she's really outside of all the main action. Meanwhile, the sheriff's ex-wife is a journalist, and she's been following the Victor Crowley story forever, and she believes Victor Crowley still like lives in the swamp. So she wants to talk to Danielle Harris's character, and the one police officer who's left behind. She's familiar with him because he's like her ex-husband's best friend, and she convinces him to let her back to talk to Danielle Harris. And she has a theory on what will stop Victor Crowley. So she ends up talking the police officer to let Danielle Harris out, and they take her, and they're on a mission to retrieve the ashes of Victor Crowley's father. Meanwhile, Victor Crowley, back at the swamp, he reawakens because the curse is he relives the same day over and over. So even though his head is split apart, he just reanimates. So he's out of the body bag. He's killing coroners. He's killing police officers. Our actor from all the first two Hatchet movies, the Asian guy, he is back again as a paramedic.
Is he like the director's best friend? Because like if I was going to make a movie,
he's got to be.
He's like
you guys would be in every one of my movies, no matter what.
Oh, and you know who Adam Green's in the movie? Do you know who he is? He's the drunk in all three movies who just gets arrested in 3 and put in a cell. So he's put in a cell right before Danielle Harris's character.
There's a lot of great cameos in it. So
yeah. Speaking of great cameos, Sid Haig from Devil's Rejects. He's in there as I guess a relative to Victor Crowley's father. That's who they go to try to collect the ashes from, and he is like flat out racist towards the police officer. And what's even better is he has a hearing problem. So at one point, I forget what the police officer says, something about forget, but he interprets it wrong, and it's hilarious.
Yeah, a lot of the comedy didn't hit for me, but the Sid Haig scene definitely.
Yeah,
that was pretty funny. So
we got Nicholas Gear in the house. What's up, Nicholas? Thanks for joining us. Mark Penguin says Sid Haig is racist as F in this movie. the deputy's like, you realize civil rights already happened, right?
Yeah.
Penguin with the spoilers. Spoiler: the reoccurring Asian character is the star of Victor Crowley. Yeah, I already watched the trailer for Victor Crowley because I thought this one. I mean, I still enjoyed 2, but I didn't think it was as good as 1, and I don't think 3 is as good as 1, but it's still a lot better than 2. Yeah. And there's like a cameo in 3 that just like sealed it for me that I love this movie. So we're gonna watch Victor Crowley next week, and so this takes place, I guess, a decade after the events in Hatchet 3.
What's also cool is like I remember too. You made a good point. It kind of drags a little bit.
Yeah.
With this one, it feels like they went back to the first one, and it's just like you're kind of going as soon as the movie starts.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Another
all the mess ups from the second one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They kind of knew what wasn't working, and then they just kept going. You know.
So they put Victor up against all these guys that were like his size. Mm-hmm. There is one big guy, and that's like the FBI agent or whoever it is, and that's played by Derek Mears. Yeah. And I think they did this on purpose because Victor Crowley is played by Kane Hodder, maybe the most famous Jason actor, and he was the last person to play Jason before they did the reboot, Well, Derek Mears is the guy who played Jason in the reboot. So you have you basically like Jason X Jason versus reboot Jason in this in a big in a fight that didn't really last long, but it was a cool kill where he punches Derek Mears in the chest, and he's just like fishing around in there, and you see like his head and his neck enlarges, and what he's doing is he's pulling the spine out through the stomach, and it pulls the skull out of the flesh around the head. The kills are so inventive in this, and they use so much blood in this. Like Daniel Harris is just drenched in blood in the opening scene when Victor falls on that giant chainsaw.
Yeah, wait till you see this, Missy. You got to go watch this. So.
She'll just say, "Oh, that's not accurate." Nicholas Gear says, "I always liked how Adam Green used all the actors from classic horror movies all through the Hatchet series." Yep.
Yeah, it's definitely a love letter. So.
The reporter, the police officer, and Daniel Harris, they retrieve the ashes, and they're going to head to the swamp. They realize everyone's in danger because Zach Galligan, the sheriff, at one point, like when everything's going crazy, him, the Asian guy, and a female officer, they run for the boat, and they get trapped on the paramedics boat. And Victor's like, he found his sander, and he's like going through the wall of the boat. He makes a call out, and he radios for help, and they're supposed to send in, you know, like almost like, I guess, like helicopters or airstriker or whatever. He at first he tells them Victor Crowley's attacking, and they're like, what? And then he's like, masked gunman, just so they show up. So he lies to the the journalist, the police officer, and Danielle Harris character, they show up with the ashes, and the journalist is calling out for her husband while they're being attacked on this boat. And Victor hears them, and you think he leaves, so Zach Galligan sticks his head out of the hole in the boat, and Victor Crowley uses that sander on him.
Yeah,
and the belt sander, yeah, and he just falls backwards, and his head's just completely sanded off, and blood's just spewing everywhere. And the female officer sees that he dropped his gun, and she's like inching her way over to it. And of course, the Asian guy is like, "Don't do it, don't do it." And of course, she goes for the gun. Victor Crowley grabs her arm, and you don't see what happens, but you just hear him break the arm, and then he just drags her out of the opening in the boat, and then just throws her remains back in, and she's just been like, I don't know, eviscerated. Her just guts are everywhere. Yeah. Nicholas Gear says Maniac Cop is still better than Hatchet. I disagree. Maniac Cop is the series that said, no more, we're not watching series anymore in order. And now I broke the rule with Hatchet 3. So I think I like the Hatchet series better than Maniac Cop. Maniac Cop had some good ones. I also had some terrible ones.
Yeah, I think it was the time too, like the early 80s.
Yeah.
Opposed to more new modern. Effect.
We got Zaid Comics, Phil Diaz in the house. What's up, Phil? Thanks for joining us. We're talking Hatchet 3. Guys, we got 39 people watching on X and YouTube. If you're new to the channel, go hit subscribe. We're here every Sunday except next Sunday because I'll be in San Diego talking horror movies. So you guys, you have 2 weeks to watch Victor Crowley.
Fuck it up.
Yeah. Yeah, Chris.
Oh, yeah. I kind of watched this one. I watched it before, but like I was drawing and I had it on in the background. So some of the stuff I missed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for the most part.
Misty says she loves a good evisceration.
And you're in for a treat.
Yeah, so
a good one.
Yep. So we're down to we all that's left is the Asian guy. I got to learn his name because he's the star of the
kind of racist
series.
when you say that shit.
No, it doesn't.
Character in every movie. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't hear you saying that black guy or anything like that.
That would sound a little.
Maybe Ice
So
Pick knows his name.
Listen, I have Asian kids.
Oh, sorry.
Stop the Asian hate.
Oh, I'm sorry, Chris. My apologies. So we have the police officer, the journalist Daniel Harris, and the paramedic left alive. How's that, Chris? The paramedic.
Yeah, I forgot about that quick.
We learn here. You know, we're trying to better ourselves on the Primetime Poulton channel. So the journalist is like, I brought you your father. Here's his ashes. You know, he has the ashes, and the police officer just starts shooting him. And Victor just like drops, and they're like, yeah, okay, maybe that did break the curse. No, he stands right back up again. Kills the journalist, kills the police officer, and he's going after Danielle Harris, who's still handcuffed, but she's holding up the ashes, and he just picks her up and throws her against the tree, and a branch just goes right through where her back comes out her stomach. And then the branch breaks and she falls to the ground. And she's just trying to stay alive, and she's fighting to stay awake. And she takes the urn full of ashes, and this is like the biggest urn I've ever seen. By the way, it's probably like half the size of Danielle Harris.
That's like a trash.
Yeah,
I mean, to be fair, she's tiny, right?
Yeah, and Victor Crowley's dad was, played by Keen Hodder, so he's a big guy.
Yeah.
So she cracks the urn over Victor Crowley's head, and the ashes just start making his skin, his flesh dissolve.
Yeah,
it was like
and he's
or something.
Yeah, and he's just dissolving, and she grabs a shotgun that's nearby, and she's like, come on. She's waiting for him basically to open up his eyes and start to reanimate again, which he never does. So she just like pulls the trigger and blows him up. Meanwhile, the airstrike or whatever reinforcements finally arrive, and the paramedic, Chris, he sees him coming, and he's like waving to him. He's the only survivor, because it looks like Danielle Harris's character dies at the end. She used like her final breath to shoot Victor Crowley. Although I remember Ice Pick said there's an after credits scene in Victor Crowley that made him go from not liking Victor Crowley to loving it. So we'll see. So I'm thinking the after credits scene is Danielle Harris is still alive.
Don't spoil it, Mark. Come on.
I'm just theorizing. This is what we do here. We talk about what we think's going to happen.
Now, there's no credit scenes on the other ones, right? I didn't.
No, they just end and go straight to credits. And to the point, the first time I watched Hatchet, I was like, "What the heck?" Yeah. Oh, I didn't mention the cameo that made me love 3. When the paramedic is running and hiding from Victor Crowley, he hides behind a boat that washed. A little like a rowboat that washed ashore, and the character Ben, who died at the end of 1. Well, we thought he died. He had his arm ripped off, and Victor Crowley held that in the water to like try to rescue or trick the girl. He pops up out of the boat, and he's like, and Victor Crowley shows up and hatchets him right in the head.
Didn't he have a line, something like?
He was like,
or something.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, not again," something like that. So, yeah. Oh, Amanda B. Oh, here she is. And I have you all on mute, so I need typing in the chat. I'm needy. What are we watching next week? We're watching Victor Crowley. I'm sure Mark already typed it in the chat. I missed a lot of questions.
Series.
Mark Penguin says, "Are you going to film anything at San Diego? And will that video drop before the SpawnCon and C2E2?" I've been editing my C2E2 footage. I have 28 minutes of John Malin walking around Artist Alley. I'm like, do people really need this? So I'm trying to edit it down, all the boring parts, because I'm just following him around, and a lot of it is just I'm filming his back. Every now and then he turns.
What you meant to say?
Well, he's wearing a flannel. This was before he changed his look he's a little snazzier dresser now. If people haven't noticed, John like took advantage of Prime Days and got himself a bunch of collared shirts. looking dapper, like he's ready for tea time. And I mean golf, not actual drinking tea. But He's wearing like a flannel, so it covers his butt, Chris. Sorry, you'll have to watch another video or just keep fantasizing about it, I guess.
Yeah. That was what you were telling me at the gym today.
But I have to edit that down because as it is right now, it's 28 minutes. I'd like to get it down to about maybe 25 minutes. So it's in the works, Mark, and I guarantee you I beat Enrico to
Now there's a challenge going on.
Yeah. But yes, I'm going to try to film some stuff at San Diego. We'll see. Mark says it's not racist. He's Asian.
He knows he's Asian.
Amanda says, what are we watching next week? Victor Crowley. We're going to get all the Victor Crowley movies out of our system.
We're right back at it, Amanda.
We're watching part 4 of Victor Crowley in 2 weeks. TMC is at San Diego Comic-Con. You have 2 weeks to watch 3 films because she's so far behind. She says she's not feeling so good. Cough, cough. She's not going to watch them. TMC is leaking DMs again. Oh no! Was that shared in a DM? He did share. I thought he shared it in the chat. Sorry, Mark. I'm sharing our confidential talks about the Hatchet film series. Docs and people's thoughts on Hatchet. Mark says it's weird Malin started wearing polo shirts after his gay optometrist hit on him and said how soft his beard was. Interesting.
Mark making all the connections.
Oh man,
Jesus Christ!
That's why people watch this channel. We get the real juicy, not the drama, just the real juicy gossip, I guess.
Right.
So So that's how Hatchet 3 ends. And like I said, we're watching Victor Crowley in 2 weeks. I got the trailer lined up. Let's watch it. I'm excited. My favorite Impractical Joker is one of the stars of it. I don't know if anyone watches that show, but
it's a great show.
Brian Quinn is one of the stars of Victor Crowley. Here we go.
Oh, Sue, get back to the boat. Run back to the boat right now, Sue. What?
We're about to meet the only guy to ever see Victor Crowley and live to tell about it.
They take us and a small camera crew and a host, and they fly us in the private network jet.
Okay, I've told you 1,000 times. I'm never going back to that swamp.
They offered $600,000.
Apologies, we had a minor issue with our right engine.
Would you like Xanax, Ambien, Valium, Oxy? I've got heavier stuff if you want.
Hey, there's people out there. Thank God.
Your plane has crashed. We're gonna get you all help. The thing in the woods has done itself. It's coming for all of us.
Look, see? I don't even think it's a motion sensor. I think it's on a timer.
He's coming back!
Austin's dead.
Dude, I'm right here.
Austin's alive.
Go to hell, you ugly bastard.
We are so dead.
Looks great.
It does. You know, I don't know if we mentioned it in the other ones. That's another cool thing it's got going for them is the yell, the growl, like when you hear them.
Yeah,
it's just like distinct. It's cool.
Yeah, man, it's almost like a bear howl or something, but it's I don't know. I love when they're in the woods or swamp or whatever, and you just hear that.
Hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. So that'll do it. You guys have anything else you want to talk about before we wrap this up?
Are they working on another one? Or is this the last one?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess if they did a teaser at the end of Victor Crowley, but how long ago was Victor Crowley released? Maybe a decade ago? I don't know.
Really? Yeah, I guess.
I don't know. Yeah. But I'm sure at some point we'll get a Victor Crowley movie, another one. Or
yeah, as long as Danielle Harris has something to say about it, she's didn't that kind of bring her back?
Well, yeah,
she was in Halloween. I know that, right?
Yeah,
and then she was in the Rob Zombie remake,
mm-hmm.
which I didn't know. Like, I felt weird. Like I'm like, oh, like, this hot chick, she's naked running around, and then you realize it's the chick from like
the little girl,
the little girl, and you're like, ugh, because you kind of remember her back when she was a kid. You felt.
Yeah, I don't know. She's made she's done a ton of horror films. There's a really good WWE films, horror film, See No Evil, starring Kane.
Oh yeah,
and she's in that. We'll have to watch that one of these.
Both of them or just...
she's just in the sequel.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, she basically just does horror movies now. She was also in the Urban Legend movie that came out around the Scream time. She was like the goth roommate in the college dorm.
That's crazy. I only kind of really picked back up on her through
Hatchet, realized she was back. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's crazy. We watch Hatchet, and now she's announced as a guest at the Silver Scream Con, which I'm going to in September. So
there you go.
Pretty cool, yeah.
Because don't we always see her, Mark? Like whenever we go.
At the horror conventions, yeah.
We always see her all the time.
Yeah. Anything else, guys, or we wrap this up?
That's it.
I think we're good.
All right, Dex, where can people find you at?
You can find me on Instagram, Dexter Weeks 6975. On Twitter, aka X, Dexter_art, and Facebook. Just look up Dexter Weeks. Always trying to post some new stuff and all the new projects I'm working on.
And out by his pool, having big pool parties.
We chilling by the pool all week. So.
Enrico, where can people find you at?
Enrico Botta on Instagram and X.
Chris?
Yeah, just X, Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff.
You'll be starting up your own YouTube channel soon, right?
I'm hoping, thinking around my birthday time, some draw streams, just talking shit, watching funny videos, drawing, talking.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that should be fun.
And guys, you can find me on X and Instagram at Koni Waves. Make sure you subscribe to Primetime Poulton. Hit the notifications. Go check out US Assassin, 4 Dogs of War on Indiegogo. Sign up for Writhe Payne 2. Sign up for Beast of Blood Island. Sign up for American Ninja X. No streams this coming week. Wednesday and next Sunday, I'll be in San Diego. We'll be back, I guess. 31st, I think that's the last Wednesday of the month. So until then, Penguin, you're in charge until I'm back. All right. All right, guys. We'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching.
Peace.